So we're doing the precision analysis. The precision analysis. So precision analysis for today. So probably we're going to do that at 3 p.m. The 3 p.m. is on a focus. So until I'm successful in it. So I'll probably see what I'm going to be trading over and over for many years. I want to focus on this 3 p.m. and that's how I want to do it. And I ask Allah for help to make it successful for me. So so without wasting much of our time, so let's go straight to the point. So let's start from XAUSD. Okay, let's start from so USDJPY. That's visual. So as you can see on what, so you go to the market screening. So you go to store screen. So sorry, and check for forex screener. So forex screener, I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look out on very sorry. I can't see the forex screener. So I probably can't see the forex screener somewhere here. What's this? Okay, let's just go back to our analysis. So starting from what? Uh, USGPY, good for our time frame, look for our current credit market. So first thing we see is that, so we actually see that, okay, so market has switched bearish. So and this is where the market, so this is where our about them interest market is reversing back. So this is where what, so check what our current swing range for our swing high, for our swing low, really pulling back. You have the fabric of structure on this point here. So the moment market brick structure here, we pull back brick structure by brick structure, right? Exactly. So and when market trends, every supplier or every demand zone to the left is gonna eliminate. So it eliminated all this trend. Same goes for this. So eliminated all this trend, eliminated it, everything. Eliminated everything. So that's just it. So so these are point of interest in my pullback. I can also put another point of interest here. So probably factor demand zone. So that's probably supply and demand zone. I'm looking for it. I'm going on 15-minute time frame. So then after getting a 15-minute time frame, we look at the market. So we check out what the market is currently. As you can see, we are currently in downtrend actually. And downtrend we expect pullback. A pullback, for pullback of 15 minute time frame, that's probably what an uptrend. That's probably an uptrend, right? If I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong, that's probably an uptrend. Actually, I can see there. It seems like we are low. So in data, seems like we are low in data. Let me check. Ah, so 323. We're probably low in data. Trust me, we are very low in data. So, and I don't want to waste time. Exactly, I don't want to waste time. So, this is our what? My M15 minutes. So, for M15, so point when market switch bullish. So, when market switch bullish, you see here, you see bullish here. So, we are bullish, 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 right? We are bullish, we are bearish, we are bearish, bullish again, bullish, we are bullish, take this out. Then from here, we're bearish. So, we are bearish from here. So from there we go, go. Take this out, take it out. So take this out. We come back from the bottom. So when market come back to the bottom and show your rejection, it is a higher chance of market pulling back from a double bottom. So now you see we are done with the trend to me because you can see this like this. Now we're consolidating, we're consolidating. So we are consolidating. So we are consolidating. And the market has probably come back to this point here of what? Of resistance here. So support here. So there's a high chance that what market is gonna take this high out and keep going back. So and when we take out this high, so we start looking for what uptrend. So here like this. So that's where we start looking for uptrend from here. You don't know where it's gonna pull back, but let's so if we see a change of trend from this point here, we take a downtrend. So when it's gonna happen, we're gonna come back to this point here and do the same thing. So and that's how it's supposed to that's how it is. So anything can happen in the market, that is one thing also. So we can what? We can modify this. Then we got structure. So try to double gas zone. So you can see this one. So anything can happen. So what we should expect is actually that's that. So I'm gonna put sell position here if I see a rejection, like rejecting that point here. So if market's probably rejecting that point, so I'm gonna go for sell from here and target this point here. Because market has already been consolidating. So the first thing I have to check about where's the current market trend? Are we in an uptrend? Are we in downtrend? Or are we consolidating? Because trend is your friend. So the moment we are consolidating, you can only trade consolidation in what way? Yeah. So when market starts here, consolidation. Second point, you can trade this down to this place. So if there's a rejection at point, sign that market's pulling back. Don't know how long we're going to keep consolidating. Don't know how long we keep consolidating. So that is how it goes like that. We keep consolidating until we break out. Uh, so if we had to check our current swing range at 950 minutes, so these are what our current swing range, our structure, our M15 swing low, M15 swing high, break a structure, we're pulling back and we're consolidating, it's a high chance, but the trend has ended already and we break out, we retest, or we pull back to the one that's demand, keep going, and we do that until we see another change of trend. Sadly, we see another change of trend. قالوا اتخذ الله ولدا. So that is that for USJPY. So actually, I'm out of data and I will be able to analyze the remaining pair. But to my understanding is that okay, the first thing as my step of what did precision is what the first thing you have to go to forward time frame. So when you get to forward time frame, so you will look for the trend. So what are we? Are we in downtrend or are we in an uptrend? So are we pulling back or are we in the push motion? So after checking that, we look for our current swing range, our swing low, our swing high, and our break of structure, the market, our point of interest, the market is pulling back on the forward time frame, our point of interest is expect the pullback to end. Now, if we go to the 15-minute time frame, so when we get on 15-minute time frame, what are we looking for? We're looking for the same thing. Meanwhile, so we don't know if the market has start pulling back on forward, which means so uh, so, so if market starts pulling back on forward, which means M15 is switching bullish or bearish. So and that's supposed to be the case. We have our point of interest of forward already, and that is where we expect pullback to end. And if you go to 15 minutes, that's where we expect M15 minute uh bullish or bearish trend to end. Our point of interest are probably here, our point of interest. So and that's what we should be looking for. So and that is that. So and that's what we are looking for. So we look for my goodness. I'm coming back. Okay. Ah, I have a triple wound in my wound and my knee. That's why. So that's what we. I know that I want to take entry. So if you want to take entry from here, you probably see you have to see confirmation. So you can always concentrate. Uh, I'm not going to say. You can also trade um range. So actually, this is the range. So the Asia range. This is the Asia range actually. We're in Asia range, and Asia range actually to me. So we're in Asia range. That's how we keep consolidating. So when we come back here, we never break out. So we never break out of the what for our swing low and F15 was swing low. And market pulling back, we saw rejection. Market pulling back up, and that's how it's works. So there's a high chance when the market's gonna break out of the what out of this original supply and market turn what bullish, then we look for buying opportunities from there. So that is my anticipation about the market. That's my anticipation. So and that's what we do. So the same thing goes because Actually, if this one's going downtrend, so based on my analysis and what I've been seeing, so XUSD would be uptrend because pairing with what USD. But here the USD is the base currency we're buying. So here when market breaks structure, here we're actually buying. May still switch bearish on M15 on XUSD. So for USDT, USDT and USDJPY they go the same way. I think so. So yes, that they go the same way. And USD analysis for USDT also be the same analysis for USDJPY. So and that's how it is. So I'm very very sorry for the inconveniences. And for the next time I will prepare ahead. So I'm very very sorry for the inconveniences. So that is that about that. So know that what we're looking for as a trader is what? The first thing we have to what? Empty our chart. Because when you see the chart of yesterday, you keep thinking about yesterday. And keep thinking the way you think yesterday. When you have a naked chart, you have to what? Fresh thinking about the market. So the first thing you have to go to 4 hour time frame. Look for your current swing rate. Okay, look for the overall trend. Where are we? Are we an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? Long trend, short trend. So when you see that, look for the current swing range. So when you look for the current swing range, then you come back. After looking for the current swing range, look for the point of interest when the market is pulling back, where you expect the pullback to end. So after that, then you go back. So after that, you go back to an 15-minute time frame. And meanwhile, we already know that when F4 is pulling back, the M15 is switching bullish or bearish. Now we go back to M15-minute time frame. We look for the same thing, our current swing range. So our current swing range is swing high, swing low breaker structure. So after checking that, so we make our analysis. So try to make two direction because anything can happen in the market. It's about two things. So it is about three things. Exactly. It's about two things. So after marking that, after marking that, after marking that, so the first thing when you go to M15 time frame, you look for the same thing. What is the trend? Are we in uptrend? Are we in downtrend? Are we in consolidation? So after checking that, if you're in consolidation, okay, with a breakout retest, then keep it taking your trade. If you're in downtrend or uptrend, you trade according to the trend. Trend is your friend. Now you expect you keep trading that trend until the what you reach the point of interest on a 4 hour time frame where you expect the pullback to end a 4 hour. So and then we start looking for a change of trend. Exactly, we start looking for a change of trend from there. Start looking for a change of trend from there. So and that's how you do for every single pair. So I was supposed to do that for the three pairs. So and the three pairs I want to focus, I want to stick to is the USDJPY, XAUUSD, and USDT. And those are the three pairs I want to stick to, I want to focus to. And that is how I'm gonna do it. So, and as a trader, based on psychology, you have to know that every single trade has a probable outcome. So, if that's supposed to be the case, you got to what? Manage your risk. Exactly. You have to manage your risk if you want to make it in the market. Because strategy, risk management, and proper mindset is what leads to successful trading. So, and if you want that, you need to have the three things. So we already know that okay, everything have probable outcome. It may be a loss and it may be a win, and that's why we have to manage our risk. So and meanwhile, you have to know at the back of your mind that for every single trade you're taking, you're one step to your winning trade or you're one step to your losing trade. So a trader who risks constantly who reads too much and constantly checks their phone is not a trader driven by strategy but emotion. So and you have to know that our trading is not about quick wins, but staying calm and managing risk. So success and consistency come from what? Success comes from consistency and patience, not impulsive action. So when you stay focused, the market, you see, that's what people normally say. One strategy, one PA, one session, can change your life forever. Trust me. You see, you just have to stick with it for a long time. So because there's a treasure for everything. So for the trust strategy you are probably using, you have to already read the treasure. So when you read the treasure, you win. So and that's how it is for every knowledge and experience. So I tell you, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. And later in life, trust me, you are going to thank yourself for not giving up. So that's that for today. Thank you very much for putting your time, and that is all.